two of you guys.
So Graham, tell me, how do you feel about this?
About what?
Right.
About life? How do you feel about just, what is the meaning of life in your opinion?
The meaning of life.
Too late. You've missed out.
Yeah,
Get out.
start slow. Straight into
it's just straight into tough talk.
Tough talk.
That's how they get you. Oh, welcome to tough talk.
Tough.
Yes.
Welcome to the Flintlock and Roll podcast, episode 1, with me, Gary Nicholson.
Jennifer McGregor.
Graham.
And Stephen Barr.
Okay, so this is the first time we've ever done this podcast. It's an experience for us all. So first of all, we're just gonna outline what's gonna happen in today's show. We've got 5 different segments today. We've got our segment 1, finding out about all about Flintlock and Roll. Segment 2, some of the biggest news stories of last month and the Flintlock and Roll's take on it. Then segment 3, we've got our Flintlock and Roll monthly report. Segment 4, the Flintlocker, where the listeners ask us questions. And finally, the goodbyes at the end. So, let's kick it straight off with segment 1. Interlude music. We're back in. Okay, so we've already introduced the names, but let's find out what everyone does in the band. So, Jenny,
Hi.
what do you do?
I'm the vocals.
The vocals.
Yeah. I'm the quiet vocals. I'm the whisper in the back of the music.
The whisper.
So, Graham, what do you do in the band?
I play the bass guitar. The bass. So we've got Graham on bass, and finally Stephen Barr, who looks quite slightly confused. He doesn't really know what's going on here at the moment.
May have just woke up.
Nope.
What do you do?
I'm the drummer in the band. Hence why I have no idea what's going on. Because we never do.
There's just no cymbals. I don't know what to do right now.
I know, exactly. Like, we should really get headsets, so this is kind of awkward holding this big microphone. It's kind of heavy.
But you
Never
can hear
held
what
anything.
everyone's saying anyway, because we're right beside each other.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
know,
really
but-
making much difference.
Now you know how I feel when it just, with my heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot to say, I'm Gary, and I play guitar in the band.
Yeah, that would have been good to hear that one.
So that's it. We've got Jenny, Stephen, Graham, and Gary. Right. Okay. So this segment 1, we're gonna start the show's off with a wee question each week to find out a little bit about Flintlock and Roll. And the question we've decided for this time is how did you get into music? So we're just gonna go around the table and find out everyone's sort of brief backstory. Keep it brief because we don't want to bore everyone.
We don't have a table, don't lie to them.
No, we don't have a table. We're in a bedroom and it's pretty cramped.
There's a table.
There's a desk. It's a half table.
We're gonna go across the desk.
We're gonna go across the desk.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so Jenny, do you want to start us off with your story?
Yes, because I have little in a dark land long ago. No, I've actually wrote down what I've done. I got into music around 3rd year when it was like 13, 14 in music class because I realised I actually enjoyed it and I really wanted to be a composer.
I was in your class.
You were in my class. That happened. And I like being really weird, and apparently it's not good to do that unless you have a mic and a band behind you.
Do you often like to have bands behind you?
What
a bit of the humour you're going to expect in the podcast.
Yeah. So.
Is that your story? Is that all that happened?
I just 3rd year I was like. 3rd year I was just like, yeah, I like music. I want to write some. I can do that. I like it a lot. That's generally what happened. Then I saw you and I was like, he can play guitar.
Awesome, right, Stephen, focus.
From across the room as music played.
Stephen, you want to tell us a bit about your story in the music?
I'm kind of simple, me really. Well.
Yeah, we're talking about your music though.
I always picked out the drums when I was younger. Took a liking to it in high school. Got a drum kit for my Christmas, and then it kind of, 8 years later, here I am. Simple, you know.
Have you played in bands in the past?
A few, yes. Mostly with you. And
Who's you? Listeners can't see you
Gary.
point.
I know. Sorry, I'm not used to this.
This is like the radio all over again.
See, being a drummer, I just kind of point. You, that one, Gary. Mostly with Gary.
The person that gives audio representation of us, Stephen points to Gary.
Yeah, because I need it really bad. Yeah, so I've been in a couple, not very many. I think it's like four
4 bands.
bands. No,
Try
Three.
and name them.
3. Neon Avenue was the first one, and then we moved on to It's Got Dead Gorgeous, and now we're back into Flintlock and Roll, and
So 2 previous and
two
1 now.
previous and 1 now, so 3 bands in total. I don't know.
It's a trick question.
Hopefully this one. Hopefully this one.
Go on.
And I'm gonna pass it on to Graham so we can hear his backstory.
Right. Graham was brought up in a harsh society.
Under a bridge.
He didn't have any parents. He was brought up by wolves.
Just a stick of celery, a potato.
That and with these 2 things, he turned it into a bass.
That's true. True story. So Gary, how did you get into music?
Is that your actual story? Oh, well, I suppose it's not only the listeners that are learning lots today. I'm learning lots. How did I get into music? Well, I was like, Mum and Dad used to make me listen to music. Well, not make me, but I used to have music on all this. You should listen to this now.
You know, it's strange how Gary tells his story while looking in the air, like he's looking for inspiration somewhere.
No, so yeah,
He's having a flashback, actually. That's what's happening. He's remember that time? We can't see it, but he can see it very well.
So yeah, I listened to music a lot when I was younger, and my mum used to sit me down in front of Queen videos, so I used to like watch Brian May all the time, and I think it was
Queen's Speech.
Yeah, I think it was from that I got my first guitar when I was like 5 or 6, and and I strummed it and couldn't play anything. I was like, oh, I can't sound like Brian May straight away. So then I just continued with my normal school things, and then I started playing clarinet, and then I played that for a few years, and then about first year of high school, I realized that you're not gonna get any girls with clarinet, so I started playing guitar again.
I played oboe. That worked out well for me.
Yeah. See, if you stayed on with oboe, we would have been playing oboe and clarinet in the orchestra together at school. But
We'd be so cool right then.
we would have been. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, then I started playing guitar.
She didn't come around for the clarinet.
then I started my first band in 3rd year, and
How did that band go, Gary?
it went alright. We had a few good gigs. We had more lineup changes than the Sugar Babes. But no, it's all for the best because I've learned loads, and now I went to college, and then I'm at uni now doing music. So that's kind of my background of music briefly.
Should we say how we all met? Maybe.
Yeah, that's probably a good suggestion.
That's a sort of segue sort of thing. Like you were in high school. What else was at that state high school?
Yes, who else was? So Jenny has become the queen of the segues, right? Do you want to take over this point then?
And
crown.
that scene from The Shining, I just get the whole way through. Yeah, cool. Yeah, how did y'all meet?
Thought you were going to tell us.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure this is
What happened was, well, Graham happened to be adopted into the Sade family. I was 5 at the time, he was 4. What happened was he came in from China in a box, you know,
With his celery.
with his celery and
And his potato.
It did say redwood.
redwood.
What?
Oh, okay.
Or redwood tree.
Alright.
That wasn't it. That was a joke.
Redwood,
Red-
California.
And yeah, and they opened up the package. He had a bass, and we were like, "Yeah, just keep that." You know, that's how we met. You know,
So you guys are kind of like brother and sister.
Well,
Let's not put labels.
that's what like that's what Wikipedia has you, but like don't believe that.
You would say
Well, it's- I
We're
mean,
gonna put a label. I'm not gonna put a label on it.
We
But
have the same last name.
yeah,
And that's about it.
yeah. We're technically related to you, McGregor. Like, we don't want to get into it. Yeah, that's how we met via birth.
How did you meet the rest of the band then?
Handshake.
So I met the rest of the band, just a handshake, a random handshake at the park,
Just walked out with
and that was it. Gary and I met in high
Oboe
school,
class.
in oboe class, in classical class.
Good old Mrs. Partridge. Partridge in a pear tree.
Yep, that
It's
was
a good classic at Christmas time.
definitely why I stayed on playing the oboe. She was my inspiration.
She might be listening, so let's go to move
She
on.
was my inspiration.
So yeah, so we mainly got to know each other in
Third year.
was it third?
Standard grade.
Standard grade music. Me, you, and Jenna, when we used to write those cracking tunes.
We wrote a whole solo on bagpipes
We did.
for a composition, which was
We
just
did.
hitting every note on the keyboard, being like, "Yeah, this will do." Legit.
And then, I met Stephen. I got to know him more in like fourth year when he eventually joined the band that I was in, Neon Avenue, and we got to know each other loads. And then I think it's through that me and him playing together, is then this then happened because
Yeah.
what was it? You needed a band at college.
Yeah. And I knew you could play guitar. I knew
Because
you
we
knew
were
Stephen.
at college before together.
And I knew Graham could play guitar, but
Yeah,
we
because
need-
wasn't
we
the
needed a
first time
bassist.
we played together? Graham played guitar. We
Yeah.
had another bassist, and then it swapped over.
Maybe
Right.
you played.
I played
and then
chords.
unplugged it in the middle of it.
Sometimes I like to change the way things are done in the music history, and
Yeah, we
sometimes we don't need plugs in
played-
my world.
You were fired.
One gig with Jenny on guitar, and we're like, no, we need someone
Hey,
else.
hey, I've been taking lessons, so you know I can now play an F, right? Shut up, guys.
Got them bar chords.
I've got them
going.
bar chords nailed. Just everything else I can't do. Okay, shut up.
Right, well, I think that kind of does it for this first segment. The first segment ever of the Flintlock and Roll podcast.
Yes.
Time for some other tasty interlude music. It's just the same as the one before. Okay, right, now we're on our second segment of the show. So this stage in the show, I can't even talk today. It's just still like hangover from last night. Okay, so
It definitely was a hangover.
Oh, me too.
oh, everyone, okay, we're all feeling it, right? Okay, so let's try that again.
I was in the water.
And welcome back to segment 2
Flintlock
of the
and
show. So yeah, in this section of the show, we're gonna look at some of the biggest news stories and give y'all the Flintlock and Roll take on it. Some might be made up, some might be from good sources, some might be from Wikipedia. Right, so Stephen, I think you're gonna take it off straight
Yeah,
away.
I'm gonna start these off here. I don't know if it's big. I don't know if it's big at all. But
Well, Stephen, I think we'll save that for when the mic's turned off.
start again.
It's definitely small.
Don't know if it's big in the news world. Before you guys shut up. But
What sort of world would it be big in?
Corey Taylor from the singer from Slipknot, he is taking a break from Slipknot. He says he needs to reset his mind from all the kerfuffle they're having at the moment after Joe Jordison leaving and Paul Gray dying.
So things seem to be falling apart a bit there in the band.
Yeah, they're down three band members, so that puts them at six band members.
Right. Most bands when they go down 3 is like one member left.
I know.
Do
That was 6 is still.
Do you know what I feel they need? A trip to Disneyland. That solves any problem.
Yeah, I mean, one trip to Disneyland would probably fix them all.
Exactly.
Apart from the fact it'd probably be like drunken most nights.
Exactly.
Anyway, moving on. So yeah, they've lost the singer, they've lost the drummer, and they lost the bassist. That's like the three main parts you need for a band, apart from the guitarist. You've got the two percussions, you've got the keyboard, the synthesizer, and the two guitarists.
Fine.
Yeah, so they've gone downhill pretty badly at the moment. One of my favorite bands.
Do you
Curse
know
you.
if there's talk of them like working out the issues? Maybe do you think that they'll be able to work past the issues and create an album in the future, or do you think this might be the time for them to all part ways? And because most of them have
I
side
don't think
projects,
Paul's
don't
gonna
they?
be able to come back to this one.
Well,
He died, and but the rest of them, no, I don't think they'll be. I think this is the end for them, to be honest. So I'm glad I went to see them in 2008. Yeah.
yeah, because also Corey Taylor's also got
Stone
Sour
Sour.
as well.
Stone Sour, yeah, he's still got them. They hit a pretty big breakthrough with their recent tour. They said basically every seat and every ticket sold in all the tour sites. So I'm assuming that's pretty good for them. So I think they'll keep going. Cause
Sell the tickets we're giving away.
no, they sold the tickets. They definitely sold the
I was gonna
tickets.
say we give
Yeah.
away free. If we sold them, good on them.
No. They definitely sold them all. Sold all the tickets for all the venues and their tour. So I think they'll continue, but I'm not too sure about Slipknot anymore.
We'll have
Unfortunately.
to. So we'll just have to wait and find out what happens there. Eh?
Yeah, I think we will.
Write them a letter.
I'll keep you up to date on that news.
Stephen, yeah, well, it's all Slipknot news will be from Stephen.
Yeah.
That might be the new segment of the show. This week in Slipknot. Okay,
Rhymes.
right. Next news story. Who's taking this one up?
Who am I passing it to?
That'd be a pointing
I
there
think,
from
I think we'll
Graham
give it to
over
Jenny. Jenny's got her hand out. Oh.
There you go. The
Just
passing
give me
of
the
the
mic.
mic.
The pass of it's not an Olympic torch. Mine on this piece of card here I've written down is about Miley Cyrus's.
piece of card.
Yeah, it's the same piece of card. Managed to fit it all into a double-sided piece of card. Is about Miley Cyrus's tour in America. Apparently, having loads of complaints from parents and it being racist and too edgy. I think it's hilarious.
Do you think some of these edgy things she's doing could be for, like, she knows she's doing them on purpose for publicity?
Oh, she's doing it for money. Yeah, definitely. Like if she knows for a fact that her going naked on a wrecking ball is going to get her £1 million, and all she has to do is do it once, never again. I don't think she's doing it because it's an art piece or because anything like that. I think she just did it because she's like, yeah, seems fun.
On a sort of side note to Miley Cyrus, this could be another tasty segue. Have any of you seen the new Billy Ray Cyrus version
Yes!
of
my God.
Achy Breaky Heart?
That is the
The
best
hip hop
thing
version.
ever.
Now, if we were able to get the copyright, we would play a bit of it
Oh,
now, but
God.
we can't. So
YouTube it is
yeah.
like it's the kind of thing you hear in a nightclub and go, what is this? And 5 minutes later when you're drunk you go, I like this.
it's quite cringy, especially the bits when like there's like girls like twerking around him, and it's
Yeah.
clearly taken from Miley Cyrus.
It's like watching
and
your
I'm
uncle.
like, why would he want his daughter?
Yeah.
And then there's like a reference to Wrecking Ball in it as well.
I don't think
and-
he minds too much. I think he's happy that Achy Breaky Hearts came back on the scene.
Yeah, and I think he is happy for Miley. He
Yeah,
always
she's not
comes out
taking.
and says,
Yeah,
that,
she's
like,
not taking drugs or alcohol to the point. She's just gone.
She's not doing a Bieber yet.
Yeah, she's 20 years old. She's just trying to show like she can wear high.
When you do a Bieber, you definitely know your career's over.
Or the thing is she actually Justin Bieber? Because that photo came out.
Yeah, she's
of
Justin
half
Bieber with
the
makeup
face, and
on.
it's yeah.
Is when American teens go wrong called doing a Bieber. Like it's like I got
But
so
he's-
drunk. I got so drunk last night. I totally Biebered out.
Isn't he Canadian?
Oh, I don't know.
Hey.
Is it? Oh.
Except I really wouldn't say that just because.
What, doing a Bieber?
Yeah, I just wouldn't.
Didn't
say
you do a
that.
Bieber last night?
No.
You're toast Bieber.
passed out.
You were with.
There's a difference.
You were baby. Oh, Biebered last night. Oh, reference! I'm so proud of myself right now. Graham.
So yeah, if you could keep us up to date with that, with the tour
Yeah,
details.
I'll go along and see what it's like. Get back to you about it.
Okay, Graham, and I know you've got a really interesting story to tell us right now.
Totally, completely
Legit.
a real story. Just.
So we need the countdown music.
Did you really look one up, Graham? Did you really look one up, or have you?
I looked so many up that they've filled my head,
Overwhelmed.
and like they've
All the
become
bag in the back
trapped.
here is of his
Yeah.
hand. We're gonna find out about 7 different bands in one story, and it's all gonna be kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle. Speaking of kerfuffle, there's a new band called Kerfuffle
Oh, right.
from some of the guitarists from Megadeth.
Which one?
The lead guitarist
That'd be the singer.
saved it. Also doing the vocals. Yeah.
Who else is in this band called Kerfuffle?
Bassist from Blackstone Cherry.
Mm-hmm.
He's in it.
Yeah, I'm liking it so far.
Drummer from.
Just looking around the room to
Tim
see what bands
Minchin's
are on the
tour.
wall.
From Tim Minchin's.
His tour.
Tim Minchin's popping out to do a sort of
And-
dance ballad.
Yeah, and then on the other guitar is the man himself. No, Jimi Hendrix. He's coming back.
This surely does sound like a
This-
couple of a band.
This
Turns out he's actually alive, but he's been hiding
that stone statue is
in
just
a
him,
lemon.
like that
Been
Star
hiding.
Wars thing. He's just been made still. Oh, great.
Acting in a lemon.
So I thought that was probably the best story I could
Pretty sour.
Yeah, it's,
bring.
Zev coming back to sing as well.
No, he's gone. Sorry, Stephen.
I'm sorry to break it to you.
So yeah,
but-
Kerfuffle, they're coming to Scotland.
who's in the band again?
14th of March
And who's
next
in
year.
who's in the band again?
Well,
I've already forgotten.
Who's- Oh, sorry.
Biggest names of
I'm
people.
sorry. Who's their support act?
We'll just cut and paste the last bit into to answer
So
your
they're-
question.
they're-
The support act is we're supporting.
Oh, we're supporting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
Yeah.
received an email
that's news for us, isn't it?
and a
is-
fact.
oh.
Amazing, yeah.
Flintlock and roll first. There.
So yeah, 14th of March next year. Get that in
It's
your
the
calendar.
31st of February next year. I'm pretty sure.
Well, you can't read, so how do you know?
I can't read exactly. I can't read. No, I can't.
Right.
It's the dark secrets time. It's
Back to
Gary.
Some more
Gary, what's
relevant to this year news right now.
Alright,
Gary,
so it's quite far away. We'll
what's-
save that one for
what's
later.
your news?
Right.
News.
Well, I think what would be quite fun for us to do is
No.
a couple of days ago.
Mm.
Wait, what day was it? It would have been Tuesday, maybe. The lineup for Tea in the Park got announced, and I think it would be quite interesting to have a wee look through it, see what we think,
Mm.
see if we actually know any of the bands, because there's only a few that I know. So
You're so old.
let's just do a yay
them-
or nay. So yay is you like them and you would see them. Nay is you know who they are but you don't like them. Or meh is you don't have a clue who they are. So
No,
yay,
it's your
nay,
Jennifer in
or
the corner.
nee. Okay, right. So
Okay.
Jenny, Biffy Clyro.
Yay.
Yay from Steven.
That's a.
That wasn't one of the options.
It
Yay,
depends
nay,
if
or
it's-
meh.
If it's their old stuff, yay. Yemen.
You mean
A collective. Yeah.
Graham?
Collective.
Definite yay.
Yay. So
I'm a Yemen. Yemen.
and then also the next big the next big person on
Bastille?
on the Friday night is Ed Sheeran.
Nay.
Nay.
Eh.
Meh. Meh.
It was good. He was good at Liverpool Sun City when he was quiet in a room, but I don't think he can do stage stuff. It just seems a bit awkward for him.
Ellie Goulding.
That was a collective one there.
Bastille. Do they have like one song?
It's
One
like-
song seems to be getting played all the time.
They have one song. I'm pretty
And
sure it's been remixed and is out again.
And whenever like there's a clip for them on the TV, it's just that one song. and
They've
I'm
got
like,
rhythm. They've got Rhythm of the Night. I know.
The rhythm of the
Aye,
night
but
is a
they've-
powerful
No,
thing.
that I've got
That's
the
rhythm of life.
I've got the rhythm
no.
of the night. That one. If I think if they just keep on playing that one song, they'll be fine, and I'm happy with it.
Yumi at 6 are also playing. Don't know if I know any of their songs.
heard them.
Nah.
The next one of the other big ones on the Friday is Maximal Park. Yay.
Oh, I do quite like them.
Meh. Okay, right. Saturday. This is where it's going down. Kind of. Calvin Harris.
Eh.
Yeah. Okay. Paolo Nutini. Yeah. Yeah.
If he's sober, he's
I just hope he sees a chiropractor soon, because that back of his just, I mean, he's always crippled over. It's a shame. Pharrell Williams.
Oh no.
Everybody get up.
Yeah, that's not his. You're
We're
just
gonna
like,
get
I'm
sued
happy. You're like, yeah, I get
None of
that
his
happy
songs
song.
are his. He steals it all the time.
Happy. He had a huge hat on at some party. That's all I know about him.
He did the music for Despicable Me. And he
Happy.
did the music for Blurred Lines. And the most recent one is that
I
the
don't
new
know
Paloma
anything.
Faith song. And he's stolen the main sort of guitar hook from Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand. And Alex Kapranos put a thing up on his
Really?
Twitter. He was like, "Hey Pharrell Williams, if you want to use our wrists, all you need to do is ask." But it's a complete carbon copy. And the song even starts the same as Blurred Lines. You know how the start of Blurred Lines goes
Dum,
dum
dum.
Everybody get up. This
Yeah.
one goes dum 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 and then it starts.
Is that how it starts?
Yeah. So I reckon he just has like a template on like Pro Tools, whatever he works on, and it just has the same start. And
He has a rhythm of 4 chords that he likes, and he just refuses to leave that. He's happy with that key.
who else is big on the Friday? Let's see. Rudimental,
I'm seeing Elbow, Bombay Bicycle Club, John Newman.
Twin Atlantic. Are Twin Atlantic the ones that are basically like the new-ish Biffy?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I've heard of them.
He has a very voice, but yeah.
The Stranglers are
it's
playing.
good.
I know one of their songs. Right, let's skip straight into the
Sound
Sunday.
a bit
Right,
country.
Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've turned a bit bluesy. I quite
Jake
like
Bug.
that.
Didn't see them once.
No.
You can see them. It's a single
Well, there was a band.
person.
No, there was a band.
Yeah, but he's Jake Bug and
He's
has a
Jake
band.
with the bugs.
I've been to see him, but I still wouldn't go back.
Franz Ferdinand. Yeah.
Actually.
I haven't heard any song apart from that one "Take Me Out" song.
Kaiser Chiefs. Yeah.
Nah.
Again, only know like one of their songs.
Tiny Tempa.
Nah.
You
I
tiny
like to say his
gangster there.
name, so
Tiny
yeah.
Tempa. Big fan.
Sam Smith. Isn't he the one that just mixed our latest songs? Yeah.
As that guy that sings that song about money. This is again. I got money on my mind.
Oh no.
That
I
one.
need a dollar.
No, that's
is-
someone else.
Oh wow. Well, thanks
That's-
for that. Oh, Newton Faulkner's playing. Yeah,
I like him.
Chance the Rapper.
You have not
Don't know who
lived.
that is. The Twilight Sad. Nope. George Fitzgerald. It's quite an interesting name.
Did he not write that book, The Great Gatsby?
Yeah, that's wasn't it? Yeah.
The author of The Great Gatsby is coming for our poetic reading.
So yeah, that's Tea in the Park. There's some yeas, quite a few.
There's some
yeas,
yeas, many nays.
and some yeas, and
And the
It's
one
looking-
and only Minute.
But to be fair, if you have lots of alcohol, I'm sure you don't really give a crap what's playing. Just stay in your
oh
tent.
no, we're not swearing. This is a nice
don't-
podcast.
I guess if you have alcohol, you don't really care who's playing.
Yeah, but we're all over 18, you know.
Our list.
Right, so I think that wraps up this segment. Right. Okay, welcome back. So now in this segment we're gonna look at the. Thanks for that clap, Graham. Are you so happy that the podcast has started again? So we're looking at the lemonade. What? We're
Product
doing a
placement there.
podcast.
Phew. Pass me
No, we
my
can't say that.
pass me
We're
my
getting paid.
soda. Pass me my soda, please. There we
Right,
go.
okay, right, and we're back in the room. Right. So this segment we're gonna look at the Flintlock and Roll report. So that's basically what we've been up to in the last month. So first of all, we're gonna kind of start off with some sad news, but we don't want to make it too sad. Our guitarist Stuart Fury has decided that the time has come for him to leave the band. No, you can't laugh.
We're taking it seriously. I was just singing the song from Jurassic Park. I'm sorry.
Okay, right. So
I was trying to set the mood.
So Stuart Fury has decided to leave the band. He's got other commitments, his job and etc. And he's just not finding that he's able to put all the time he would want to into the band.
But we're still on good terms.
Yeah, we're still on good terms. We're still gonna do some work with him in the future. He's still gonna help us out and stuff. But we want to think of this as not as like an end of an era, but more the start of a new beginning.
This is when I
for
feel
Flintlock
like you
and
should
Roll.
have some inspirational music.
We need
and like a
inspirational
flag.
music in the background.
This is
But yeah.
Flintlock and Roll point 2.
So we would like to say thank.
New generation.
We would like to say thank you very much to Stuart Fury for all the hard work he's put in
Yeah.
the band.
Woo!
Good job, yes, Stuart. Woo! Fury. He does have the most awesome name.
Named after the man with the eye patch from the Avengers.
Oh, is he also in your band called?
Something Fury, right?
What was the band?
What was the band name
in the
again?
news? Kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle. I was
Kerfuffle.
going to say Shenanigans, but that's their support act. I'm sorry.
I've just actually googled Kerfuffle and I've got some interesting news. Their favourite food is celery and potatoes.
Ugh.
Oh,
Did you see them when you were back in China? Yeah. Yeah. Good call.
kill one.
I
Okay.
brought them.
So aside from Stuart leaving the band, we've actually been pretty busy this month. We've been getting. Me and Stuart and Stephen went to an event a few weeks ago. The off the record, the Born to Be Wide, and we've basically got a load of really good ideas to. Oh, Jenny's showing me something about paper and I can't see it.
I was
So,
going
yeah.
to say I want tickets to go to a music expo
That's
thing.
coming up.
Do
That's
you know-
coming up.
Spoilers.
We're talking about another music expo, and we'll get on to that.
Don't touch my hand.
So yeah, we went to Off the Record, and we got a load of sort of really good tips, didn't we, Stephen?
Yeah, it was really good actually. We spoke to a lot of people. Some of them were from the Scotsman,
Podcast
the
is going to
newspaper. A few of the venues in Edinburgh, and some of the recording studios in. Why is
Falling
your
asleep.
finger in my lemonade?
But yeah, so we've sort of made a massive list of things that we need to kind of do to kind of set the band up to the next level. So we've split up those jobs. So hopefully you'll see gradually
A
start
bit of an
happen now.
improvement. A bit of an
Yeah,
improvement.
and especially in like our social media terms of things.
And the way
Um,
we handle the band and how we're gonna take it forward. And
How are you going to handle and take me forward, Stephen?
well,
I'm leaving.
that's for later. We're not gonna discuss this on microphone.
We're also going to hope to get sort of better with our advertisement and getting better with getting. I'm saying getting a lot, haven't I?
Yeah.
We're getting. Anyway,
We're gone. We're gone.
we're gone.
We're
We're
gone.
Get better.
We're gone. Trying to get.
We're going to improve. We're going to show you what Flintlock Bro is.
Yeah, we gone trying to get you guys more involved with the band as well because we really want.
to get this music up.
We really want to make you guys feel part of the band as well. Apart from sadly we can't pay you for being part of the band, but
back
in
off.
spirit. So Jenny, you were about to say something that you've been up to as a side thing of the band.
Oh, I just want tickets to a music expo that I'm going.
What kind of music
for the
expo
band.
was that?
It's in Perth.
So could we maybe
What's
have
the
left
name?
this to the plug section at the end?
So what
No,
does
it's
Expo
no, I'm
mean?
not going with the band. What I'm going is it's a conference that you guys done for Born to be Wild. It's just this one's in Perth.
Wide.
Born to be Wild. I keep saying wild.
It was pretty crazy.
I can't read. we've been for this guy, God.
It does smell funny.
But
The mic smells funny.
Just
Guys, stop stiffing the mic. Jenny's got some important news here.
just mean to know.
it's not really important. I'm just going to go to Perth and go to like the Born to be Wide thing
Awesome. Cool.
and try and hand out leaflets. and
Is this
CDs
different for the
and-
music with words thing? Is this a separate
That's
thing?
words and music. Yeah.
Words and music.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh yeah, because we actually did apply to try and perform at that, but sadly we did not get.
You applied
Um,
too late.
Yeah, we applied too late, and I think we also realised after the event me and Stephen went to that we need to kind of get lots of our social media stuff and the way we approach people, get that a lot better and tighter. So we're gonna hopefully see a boost in gigs in the next wee while. Is that everything we've done this month? Oh, we've also been busy with a whole load of new covers. We can't say why at the moment, but we've been playing some tasty covers. What have we been
Tasty
playing?
covers.
What have we been playing, Graham?
We've been playing Bohemian Rhapsody.
It's all lies.
That's a lie. That's a lie. We've been
It's a
playing.
lot of lies tonight.
No lies. One lie. I'm not gonna tell you which one.
I think I'll start Graham off. We have been doing some Guns N' Roses with Sweet Child of Mine and
Child of-
Paradise City,
We start.
which are two very, very good
Are we
songs.
doing Paradise City?
Yeah, we're doing it, but we haven't started practicing it yet.
I was just.
Steven's ahead of the game. He already made a video and he's
I know.
kick-ass
Oh, yeah,
at it.
so
I know.
We're doing Living
All
on
the
a
flare and
Yeah.
arms
Key
and
change and everything.
Oh yeah, that key change living on a prayer. It comes in after like a bar 3/4 when the rest of it's in 4/4 and you're like, why? Oh, because you want to hit that extra note. And
it always got me, but I think I've got it in the bag now.
Straight up opera.
you do. You sound awesome singing it. Is that the version we're gonna do it? And we're also
Yeah.
we've been doing Only Exception by Paramore, which is actually it's getting there. It's
It's-
sounding
And-
better.
It's too much feelings, and I can't convey emotion without getting like too into
Trying.
it. I feel like
I think you should just let yourself go and get
just
into
like
it.
you.
And I think we've actually been doing an amazing song from Blackstone Cherry, which would be the what do you call it?
Train one.
No,
Blame
On
Man.
the boom boom.
Blame it on the boom. No,
We're not doing Blame it on the
Blind
Boom
Man.
Boom.
Blind Man.
Okay. We should definitely blame on the boom
We
boom
should.
again.
Well, you with your Jamaican version of
I
it.
think you'll find people appreciated my.
Blame it on the boom boom.
Slap on the bass.
Slap on the
It
bass.
didn't give me the option to do a key change because it was too late to do it, and therefore I just went straight
I like
Jamaican.
big love, black
I like
love,
big
white
love, black
love.
love, white love, your love. Here we go. Blame it on the boom boom.
It still worked.
Exactly.
Just on a wee side note, Blackstone Cherry.
We're doing an older song with the
Tell you later.
Aerosmith.
I'm sorry, is that your side note? No. What was your
Side note with Blackstone Cherry, I went to see them at the Barrowlands on Tuesday night in Glasgow, and they were amazing. Probably the best I've ever seen them. It's good to see Chris sort of back to his normal self, and he's in a better place now, which is good.
Thanks to Kerfuffle.
Yeah, but Chris is the singer,
Is that the
not the
band
bass
name?
player. It's the-
Kerfuffle, yeah. No, Kerfuffle had them in, they all had like a group talk.
But no, they were awesome.
Yeah,
So
they were like, listen, Blackstone Cherry. Jimi Hendrix came back from the dead to tell you.
He wasn't dead, he was hiding in a lemon.
No, he
Get
came
it.
out the lemon. Like U2 did, wasn't it? That came out of a lemon.
Surpass.
On their gigs.
did they?
They
I'm
came
not
out-
sure.
I don't know,
Tiny
No,
lemon.
didn't someone come out with like a big fruit object or something at their gig? Am I going mental?
Possibly.
In a dream of mine, U2 came out of a giant lemon for their
That's
gig.
The next
That is
set
how we should enter
of
gigs.
Flintlock and
We should
Roll.
just get big bits of fruit,
Yeah.
watermelon, a carrot,
To Malone.
some celery, as sort of a flashback to Graham's past.
That would be
But yeah,
interesting.
Blackstone Cherry's new album as well. They just announced comes out on May the 6th. So check that out.
What was
It's
that
called
song we heard on the
Magic
radio?
Mountain. The one, yeah, they've released their first song from it, which is Me and Mary Jane.
Me and Mary Jane. That was
Got
a good
thing
song.
going now.
I heard that in the shop that I was working in. Brilliant.
Bro, brilliant.
Bro.
It was a bro and brilliant song.
So yeah, is that is that what we've been up to this month? Anything else happened?
Yeah, we've actually, like, how are we forgetting? We've done loads of recordings.
Not in the last month.
Well, yeah.
It's
well,
a monthly report.
Well, I suppose.
Month
but
of February.
we did do that one in the church. That was last
January.
month. No, it wasn't.
Was it? Was it February?
No, it was February.
Huh.
Yeah, me and Gary went to a church in our village and we recorded an acoustic.
Village. We are a town. Aberdour is a village.
Whatever.
WB is now a town. It is.
So we recorded an acoustic one in a church.
What song was it you recorded, if you can remember the name?
This is hard work for Stephen. Stephen can never remember what our songs are called.
It's in the chorus.
Well, how did it go?
Exactly, no, exactly, how did it go, Stephen?
It's BAM!
That's a dubstep version, definitely. We've done that in the church, yeah.
Can I get 50-50 or phone a friend?
You can phone a friend.
Well, what?
For me.
I'm phoning Graham. I'll phone Graham.
So sadly we had some technical difficulties there, and we missed a big segment of the show, which is probably the best thing that has ever been recorded in the history of podcasts. We did like a whole Who Wants to Be a Millionaire spoof with Stephen to try and work out what song it was that we recorded.
I was spot on with Chris Tarrant, just nailed it.
We'll let you know that Stephen failed the question. He did not know what the song was called. The song was called Bittersweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we recorded in the church, did some acoustic stuff, and it actually sounded amazing. So we're looking to go back there in the next few months to actually do a full sort of live acoustic set.
Yeah, like an acoustic EP sort of thing.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
Because some of our songs do work really well acoustically and in band, so I think it's nice to get a nice variation of what we're capable of.
Yeah, and it's good for us to kind of explore
Don't
new
touch
ways
my
of recording and playing.
You can get a lot of you can hear a lot of the acoustic as well. Like,
Yeah.
right, it sometimes gets lost in the distortion. It's nice to kind of hear it all stripped back.
Yeah, definitely.
pretty-
Yeah, you can actually hear things work differently together, and there is some people say that, like,
Rumor has it.
yeah, rumor has it that a song's not a good song unless it sounds. Okay, so we actually had more technical difficulties there. I think the case is we're just too awesome that we're just like blowing everything up here. It's going crazy in here.
Yes.
So
Seems
what were we
legit.
saying there? We're saying rumor has it that like some people say that a song is only really a great song can only be classed if it sounds good acoustically. I suppose that doesn't work in some cases, but
I mean,
it does in lots of cases.
I think the one song doesn't work is This Is Home because it's a bit
heavy. Actually, no, This Is Home does sound sound good acoustic,
and it's quite a shock because it sounds very different. It's very distortion and really loud
country when
metally
they do it. Yeah.
on stage. But the second you bring it back, you do realise it's got country elements that we're trying to put on.
Slidey song might not work as well on the slide. Yeah.
You don't or do?
I do.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's what Flintlock and Roll been up to this last month.
This evening.
Yes. Right, and we have another little interlude, and we'll on our second last segment.
I've got a belly button, I've got a belly button.
This is the Flintlocker. Nailed it. It's okay, just Google some sound effects, we're fine. This is some 10 questions that I got from people.
10?
10 questiones from people.
10
So I'm going to shout them at you guys and answer them myself.
Okay.
You might want to get the mics ready. His. Okay.
Yeah, we'll just
Gather around.
For those of you
Let's
who
all try and talk at the same time.
can't see this, it's
Talk at the same time.
it's like a romantic ballad between Gary and Graham
Gary
right now.
and
Gary and Gary
I
right
often
now.
have romantic ballads with myself.
Yes.
Okay, so question 1: which person in the music industry would you swap lives with?
Who's going first?
I'd be Miley Cyrus. She's raking in tons of money and she's got a great body, so YOLO. Saves exercise.
Me too.
It's quick fire, guys.
I'd be Jack Black, because not only does he do music, he also does acting, and he is a sexy beast.
Kyle Gass. Because I like Gary.
Wow, that was creepy.
Well, how would you be? I don't want to leave you, Gary.
To be close to Gary.
I want to be Jack Black's leg.
Graham.
Quick fire. We will answer for you.
I don't know.
Just name a celebrity in the
Right,
music
it's just
industry.
move on.
You'll be Ed
Next.
Sheeran because you've done that. If you had to describe your favourite band to one person, what one song from that band would you play to show that band?
What band?
Your favourite band.
Okay.
Okay. My favorite band.
Quickfire guys once
Break
again.
the Silence by Killswitch Engage.
No.
That's it.
Cool.
Come on, Gary. I just told you. Break this.
It would either have to be
Just one.
Blind
Mm.
Man by
Mm-mm.
Blackstone Cherry or Blame It on the Boom Boom.
I'll give you that. Same band
Same
though, it's
band.
cool. I'm a fan of Miranda Lambert, so mine would have to be Gunpowder and Lead, just to sort of show you
Yeah.
Flintlock and Roll cover.
the Flintlock and Roll cover, obviously, just a and Graham.
Skinny Love.
Ah,
Yeah. By
by Aha, Aha. Yes.
Not really.
Tell me your top amazing voice. Like, what singer gives you shivers, if any?
I'm gonna say the singer from Shinedown. We saw them live.
Gary's
last year,
nodding.
and I'd have to say he's got an absolutely phenomenal voice. So
Gary is wiping
I'm
away a
gonna say
tear
him.
from his eye.
So pass it
dramatic.
on to Gary.
I think mine had to be Bon Iver, because he's just.
You.
We can agree, Graham. We can agree.
That's mine. Cut it before you talk.
Okay.
Cut it before she talks.
Bon Iver, just because he has such
Bon
a
Iver.
voice that whenever he sings, you just sort of feel like you want to hug him and just tell him everything's going to be okay.
But it's not.
I'm probably going to just have to continue with my whole Blackstone Cherry love and say Chris Robertson from Blackstone Cherry or James Hetfield from Metallica round the S&M album time, around Load and Reload, because his voice sounded awesome then.
That's a good album.
Yeah.
Rap with swearing or without?
Doesn't make any difference.
So
I prefer it without
Yeah.
because I'm a child and like nursery rhymes.
I like Eminem because he uses words rather than just saying bitches in the club, etc., etc.
I'm indifferent. I don't really listen to rap, to be honest.
Then you haven't lived.
No.
If you were stranded on a desert island, what 3 songs must you have? Not albums. 3 you can bring an iPod to the island with only 3 songs.
Can we eat these songs?
The songs can involve food, and if you dream really hard, the food may appear.
Dream really hard.
Are we able to listen to the songs more than once, or are you only able to listen to them once?
They're the 3 songs that you have on repeat for the rest of your life.
Okay.
That's a totally different question.
Right.
Yeah, on a desert island. You're stuck on the desert island. You ain't getting saved, Graham.
Can I bury the songs?
Can you bury songs? Yes.
Right, I've got this. Right, number 1, Everything Is Awesome from the Lego Movie, because it just keep me in high spirits all the time. Blame It on the Boom Boom by Blackstone Cherry, just in case I wanted to feel something like, and probably maybe Master of Puppets from Metallica, but the version that's on the S&M album, because that would really get me going. I would go hunting around the desert, no, around the island for like food and fish and stuff.
There could be a desert on the island.
Yeah, it could be a
Could be a
collective.
deserty island.
Mine would be 3 songs of different emotions so I could survive. By Bon Iver, I Can't Make You Love Me, so whenever I want to cry, I can just play it. Some Taylor Swift when I'm angry about life and people in general. And then some Miranda Lambert when I'm feeling hopeful. And One on a Shotgun, some Gunpowder and Lead.
Well, I'm gonna totally throw this off the scales, but I'm gonna go for Witch Doctor by the cartoons. Because everyone likes a bit of a ooh-ee-ooh-ah-ah, ting-tang, walla-walla, bing-bang.
For Cotton Eye Joe.
And then I'll go for my second song, which would probably be just recently Megadeth, Symphony of Destruction, because that would just totally get me in the mood to kick some ass.
Glad you added those 2 last words there. Yes. Awkward.
Oh, shit,
My ass.
Just get me in the mood.
what was it? Oh yeah, and just because it's an all-time favorite of mine, I'm gonna go for House Arrest by Bryan Adams, because it's just an absolute classic.
Because it's an absolute classic. And Graham.
I'd go for the Jurassic Park theme tune song.
That was being featured earlier. And
Tuck my arms into my side and just Velociraptor around.
That was me.
All one word.
That should be your rapper name.
Velociraptor.
Velociraptor around. And I'd just go
Definitely.
around hugging people. And we're like, you just got wrapped around.
But the sad story is you can't actually hug them because your arms will be too small.
Yeah. That's true.
And what other 2 songs would you have?
I'd just have that. Like 3 different covers.
That's plenty. I just need Jurassic Park in my life and I'm good. Okay. David Bowie or Freddie Mercury?
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
That's
Thanks for the input, Graham.
I guess we all agree on Freddie Mercury there. Cool. Favorite brand?
Favorite brand?
Russell. Favorite singer or band from the 1980s?
Poison.
Sing us your favourite Poison song, Gary. That's Alice Cooper. That's Alice Cooper, the song Poison.
I want nothing but a good time. How can I looking for nothing?
Nailed it. Stephen,
I'm just gonna go. For
You're gonna have to sing.
I'm just gonna go for Metallica. 'Cause
sing
I
a Metallica song.
Whiskey in the jarro. Yeah.
Graham,
I don't remember. What was the question?
favourite singer or band from the 1980s?
1980s.
Yes. The 1980s. I've travelled in time, don't you judge me.
I don't know.
Okay. It's not a lot of pressure, Graham. Just don't worry about it.
Take me on.
Aha.
Take
How
on
does
me.
it go?
I think we all know how.
How does it go one more time? I think mine would be Fleetwood Mac. Yeah, I was gonna say Flintlock and Roll there.
Fleetwood
Oh,
Mac.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Okay.
I'll go for Fleetwood Mac. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will have to agree with Graham, who obviously went first there and said.
And
Fleetwood
you
Mac.
guys tried to say you weren't brother and sister. You've answered all the questions the same.
I think someone.
The
is
same
just-
person.
Maybe you were finding in the box with the celery
Graham was the one found in the box with
Could've
celery. If you look back.
Yeah.
Can any of you play any other instruments?
Yes.
Yes, clarinet and a little bitty banjo. And tenor saxophone.
A little bitty banjo. A little bitty banjo. Graham, can you play any other instruments?
I can. But
What-
let's listen to Stephen.
what
first,
are
'cause
they?
I had the mic in his face
Okay,
and he
cool.
rudely interrupted.
I apologise.
Rude. Anyway, Sven,
No.
can't. I can play other instruments.
Can you play?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not answering my
Many.
question.
I think I might buy a violin.
The violin.
Don't tell Julie.
I won't.
Cut that bit out.
I can play keys and oboe and a bit of guitar and recorder, but like the classic recorder songs that everyone learns. Nailed it.
Don't think recorder counts at all.
Think you'll
We're gonna
find
have like some recorder like fanboy
they call it
writing in
some
us, hating us.
recorder solo halfway
Just
through one of our
offended like
songs.
half the world.
How
They're
dare you?
secretly, like,
Recorder is totally an instrument.
play the ruler.
The penultimate question: best sexy time song.
Let Me See You Shake by Blackstone Cherry. I've been turning into a whole Blackstone Cherry fanboy, haven't I?
Yeah.
Or
I think
Sexy
they're
and I Know It.
they're just your sexy time band.
Yeah.
Barry White.
A sexy time song.
Song in which sexy time is
Do you want us to
initiated
explain
through.
sexy time?
No, I'm just trying to think of one.
Do we have to get the books for you?
No.
One sexy time?
That one that goes.
Let's get it on.
Yeah. That
It sounds like a song like.
Sounds like you're playing on a violin.
You're creeping about. And it's like little footsteps.
sounds like in a horror
Is-
movie that
is-
would play.
It's that tower in that in Pokemon, you know where all the ghosts are. Dun, 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 dun. That's his sexy time.
I think mine would be Jason Derulo Talk Dirty to Me just because you can't help but go, oh, this is awkward. Well, I apologise. And 10, the final one. If you got married, what song would be playing? Like first dance.
I'll go first just because I'm gonna stick traditional and just because I'm a sappy, heartful guy.
That's my
Heartless,
job
almost.
there.
Oh no. I'm gonna go with Everything I Do It For You by Bryan Adams because I grew up to that song. I know.
Who's Brian Adams?
Bryan Adams. No, he's
Next door
he's,
neighbour.
he's who I grew up to, you know. Caravan, everything, you know.
Grew up to him.
I grew up to him.
Did not grow beyond.
No.
Stuck to the ground and you grew towards him.
Yep. Like a tree. Like a tree. No.
I think mine would
Yeah.
be Get Low. Just first dance song. It's to the window, to the wall.
Yeah, we know how it goes.
Yeah. Just put out their friend who don't.
Yeah.
No. What would yours be, Graham?
I'd probably just have like really like frantic music. like car chase music, and
and
then burst through cardboard boxes, do a roll, and just be like, yeah.
Nailed it. And it's like,
Here's me thinking that Jenny would probably have like a 30 Seconds to Mars song. Like, this is the end.
That's me walking down the aisle, not first dance. Know your priorities.
Oh, you
Come
never
on.
know. You
This is-
never know.
I'd be marrying Jared Leto. We would not have that problem at all. Thank you very much.
Okay, I think I have.
Blackstone Cherry.
No, wait. I have 3 options.
Blackstone Cherry.
One would be the Benny Hill theme.
What one's that?
No, that's not it. No, that's the
That's the
thingy of the
Durex
night. No,
advert.
it's Oh, how does it go again? Oh. Yeah, that.
Cool.
Or Faithfully by Journey, or Broho by the Kyle Gas Band. Is that all
Well,
the questions?
that's the end of our questions. So if you have any ideas, please send it to our Twitter, Facebook, or even Instagram as a video if you have any ideas for questions for next podcast. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so final segment of the show, our goodbyes. So we'd like to thank you very much for listening to this, the first ever Flintlock and Roll podcast. We hope you guys have had
Yeah.
fun. We've had fun. Lots of technical difficulties. We realised the audio quality might be a little bit rubbish, but we'll work on that over the next few weeks and get that better for you.
If you can hear this. If not, thanks for staying 50 minutes of silence for us.
So remember, hit us up on our Twitter. What is our Twitter, Jenny?
It's at Flintlock and Roll.
And our Facebook.
It's www.facebook.com/FlintlockNroll.
Our Bandcamp.
FlintlockNroll. Instagram.
SoundCloud. Instagram.
Both Flintlock Roll. Do you know what, you guys?
Just
I think
type in
I think you see what what's
Flintlock
happening. If you want us on Reverb Nation, YouTube,
Google
Flintlock
Flintlock.
Roll.
Roll.
Okay, and does anyone have any plugs they want to plug at the end of the show?
Check out my YouTube. I get drunk and do impressions very badly of accents.
What is your YouTube?
I'm pretty sure it's Musical McG.
Awesome. Yeah, check out my YouTube as well. I put up weekly blogs for my guitar stuff from uni on there. I think it's either Gary N Music or
It's Gary Nicholson
Is
music.
it Gary Nicholson Music?
Yes.
Just type that in and you'll find it. I'm the one that's quite young with long hair, not the one that's old with a white beard.
He's the old man.
Yeah.
That's Graham. That's Graham there.
Graham,
yeah.
any plugs?
Nah.
Go to Tesco's in the Bay.
Yeah.
Visit them.
See me in the juice aisle. I'll be
Stephen,
signing
do you have
autographs.
any plugs?
See me in the cabin in the woods.
Nope.
You know, want them to tell them to visit anywhere special in Aberdour?
Oh yeah, the purple
Oh
shop.
my god, that
The
was
purple shop in Aberdour. That's where I work.
that was weirdly sexual.
Calm
Oh
down.
yeah. The purple shop.
So you can find Stephen there. Okay, so I think that's everything. So
Yep.
it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah!
See you next time.